How we doing, guys? We're here with another game of theories. Today's game, we're going to look at the top 5 candidate predictions for who will kill Cersei and why, based on Maggie the Frog's prophecy. Very quickly, before we get to the list, just a little announcement. Starting very soon, I'm going to be adding some video footage of me actually presenting these theories to you, the theories in the top 5s. As we're so close to the 3k subscriber mark, I thought it would be a good idea to do a bit of a reveal video just to celebrate, and I also wanted to include a Q&A session. So hopefully we hit this 3k mark pretty soon and we can get that up. For the Q&A, if you have any Game of Thrones questions or even questions directed about me that you would like to ask, then either private message me on the back end of my channel between now and Sunday, or put them in the comments below on this video, starting with the comment GOTQA. So it's just kind of a Game of Theories QA. Obviously, make sure you are subscribed, as questions from subs will be prioritized, and I'll be looking extremely forward to answering whatever questions you guys have for me. Now, without further ado, let's jump into our top 5 who is gonna kill Cersei. For those of you who don't remember or don't know about the prophecy, basically, when Cersei was a young girl, she sought out a known fortune teller from Lannisport called Maggie the Frog after hearing about her magical powers, and she goaded her into telling Cersei her future. Here's the scene from episode 1 of season 5.
3 questions you get. You won't like the answers.
I've been promised to the prince. When will we marry?
You'll never wed the prince. You'll wed the king.
But I will be queen.
Oh, yes. You'll be queen. For a time. Then comes another. Younger. More beautiful. To cast you down and take all you hold dear.
Will the king and I have children?
No. The king will have 20 children. And you will have 3.
That doesn't make sense.
Gold will be their crowns. Gold. Their shrouds.
Come on, we have to go. We have to go. Cersei!
Now, for some reason, the TV show missed out one final line of dialogue that we get in the books, which says, "And when your tears have drowned you, the Valonqar shall wrap his hands about your pale white throat and choke the life from you." Valonqar, translated from High Valyrian, means little brother. So this means that the show will either take a different direction from the books and the prophecy, or that they will reveal the final part of her prophesied demise at some point in season 7 or 8. So far, everything has come true. She married the king, not a prince, and all 3 of her children have died or been killed. So let's take a look at the top 5 most likely candidates that are in the running to fulfill the final part of this foretelling. Number 5. This is a very weak option considering the remainder of this list, but it is still a possibility. So the first one is going to be Theon Greyjoy, the younger brother of Yara. There is a small possibility, but we do know that Yara and Theon are with Dany and they're about to go to war on the shores of King's Landing. And we have absolutely no idea how this is going to be played out or what's going to happen. And at the end of the day, anyone is expendable by anyone's hands. Theon is very mentally unstable, and if things do go a little south in this war, maybe we could be presented with a situation where something happens to Yara or one of the other council members, and maybe Theon goes into full reek mode and has like a mental rampage. Like I said though, I would consider this one the featherweight amongst 4 other heavyweights in this category. Number 4, the Hound. I do think that we will get paid off with Clegane Bowl, and we still might get the payoff that it's him who is the one to kill Cersei, but just as time has gone on, I've slowly kind of lost belief that it will be him. His card is obviously still firmly on the table, but something's going on with him and Beric Dondarrion right now, and it's pretty hard to predict his path. If that does lead him to Clegane Bowl, then I just don't see him walking away clean from a fight with the Mountain. This is an atrocity of a human being, if you can even still call him that. And all I know, where the Mountain is concerned, is that he will be taking some names with him to the grave if he goes down. Number 3, Tyrion Lannister. For me, he is very likely to be the one, mainly because of how bad their relationship is, especially after what went down in the trial. The only thing is that he is very pro-Lannister. We've seen on many occasions where he's been proud to constantly bring up about being a Lannister and about how a Lannister always pays their debts. And also, the scene exchange with him and Bran, he's definitely loved the rich lifestyle that has come with his family. We know he's capable of murder, and what tipped him over the edge that day was when he found out that his father Tywin was sleeping with Shae. I think the main reason he's not higher up on this list though is because Daenerys has just put great value in her new Hand of the Queen. And apart from with negotiations, I don't see her letting Tyrion being able to, get into a position where he has to get that close to Cersei. And although Cersei is ruthless, I actually think she's a little bit of a coward. She's always, hidden behind other people, and now she's hiding behind the Mountain. So she's not going to put herself in a vulnerable position either. So I just think the two are not going to be able to be put into a position where Tyrion might be the one to, carry this out. Number 2, Euron Greyjoy, the younger brother of Balon. I'm not sure if you pronounce his name Euron or Euron, but I prefer Euron. I must stick with my beliefs on this one, even if I'm wrong, as I genuinely think that he is going to be a huge player in the remaining 2 seasons, which, just so people know, has been confirmed at 13 more episodes. When you introduce a character in such a fashion, you have to anticipate that it's with huge intentions. If it's all for nothing, then it's just completely wasted storyline and TV show time. My favourite thing about Euron is that he seems to adopt this no fucks given attitude. Knowing a lot about his background, and if my last theory about Euron is accurate, regarding some of the weaponry that he might possess, then who knows what appalling acts we might see him perform. Almost nothing is going to be out of his character, and god damn it would be pretty satisfying to see someone who might just be even more evil than Cersei to be the one to kill her. And I can just picture him doing it with a smile on his face. Number 1. I think you can all guess who this is going to be, and it has to be the King Slayer himself, Jaime Lannister. He has more reason than most to be the one to complete this prophecy, and I have 2 particular major reasons that I want to highlight. He has already committed regicide before on Aerys Targaryen II, otherwise known as the Mad King, which so famously earned him his Kingslayer title. Clearly he didn't look so happy when he came back from Moat Cailin with Bronn, and he will probably be even more angry when he learns about what happened to Tommen committing suicide. He is one of few who can get extremely close to Cersei. So if he ends up in a place where he feels that he must end her reign, he can get into the right position to do it. The second thing I want to focus on is a specific line dealt in the prophecy which states that she will be choked or strangled to death. Now this method of killing someone is strongly linked to a passionate killing, a murderer who has been in love with their victim. Look at the way Tyrion killed Shae. He still loved her, and in the end, he choked her to death with the very necklace she was wearing around her neck, because she betrayed him in one of the most worst possible ways. Maybe we will see Jaime do this because she goes too far, or maybe it's because she decides to marry Euron or someone else, and his jealousy gets the better of him. I'm not quite sure, but he is absolutely at the top of my list. He quotes to her that they came in this world together, and they will leave it together. Beautiful. Okay, Romeo. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and to submit your questions for the Q&A and reveal video coming this Sunday. Let's aim for 2k likes, and let me know in the comments below whether you think they will follow the prophecy, and if so, who is your choice for the Valonqar. Take care guys, and I look forward to the reveal.